I know we have our physicals tomorrow, so I'm not exactly sure how it'll play out. I haven't seen Jimmy since the season ended. And, I know he's gotten cleared by his doctor. He's got to go through some things and, be on a throwing program to where he can ease back into it like all guys do after shoulder injury. But tomorrow is probably going to be the first time that I have gotten to see him. So I can't wait to catch up on stuff. He'll most likely do his physical and everything like that. And then we'll play it from there. We got a great relationship with Jimmy. I don't think this is bad in any way. I think Jimmy understands what happened here over the last couple of years. We understand, and this is the business part of the league. And whether it's tomorrow, whether it's a couple of weeks from now, whether it's right before week 1, I think our team will be in a good spot, and I think Jimmy will be in a good spot, most likely somewhere else.
Is it possible that he's participating in practices with the 49ers this camp?
I think anything's possible, but that would surprise me right now.
I did get an answer to my question.
Yeah, that answered that.
It was
yes,
a fresh interview.
Yes, right.
It was a fresh interview.
Yeah.
Hey, he
that was a
gave
big
away
comment.
Yeah. He gave away their ultimate strategy.
Big comment.
He's not going to be there week 1.
Big
He's not going to be there week 1.
To your point,
yeah.
Give him more credit. Go ahead. He said it. There you go.
He's gone. He won't be there week 1.
Yeah.
They're not going to play this game of paying him $25 million. They need that money for Deebo Samuel and Nick Bosa.
Yeah.
And see, I think at some point, I hope this happened. I hope they had a meeting and Kyle Shanahan stood up and he said, "You all are a bunch of dumbasses trying to play this game. Everybody here, this is stupid. You're making me look bad. The team's going to be worse for it. We've just got to move on from Jimmy Garoppolo. And I don't care if we don't get anything more than a conditional 7th-round pick or nothing at all. By week 1, he's gone. Traded or cut, he's gone." The question is, how much will he now agitate for a release now?
Right.
Because he's got the only way he rolls a 7 here, if a 7 is good, sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. The only way he rolls a 7 is if, while waiting through August, there is a Teddy Bridgewater injury, and there's a team that's so desperate for a starting quarterback, they give the 49ers a 2nd-round pick or more, and Garoppolo gets his $25 million. Otherwise, the longer this takes, the less he's going to get. The sooner they cut him, the sooner he lands somewhere else, has a chance to compete, and maybe a chance to play in 2022. The message, if this is a tennis match, and it is,
yeah.
The message now, the ball back over the net to Jimmy G is they're going to squat on you until right before week 1, and they're going to cut you unless a trade falls into their laps. So if you want it to be different than that, you better make a move. You better smack that ball back at them and try to get out of there sooner rather than later.
Yeah, there's a few things there. I think you are right. Shanahan at some point just said, okay, it's not going to work out. Jimmy made things hard when he opted to get the surgery. And by all accounts, you talk to people around the league, it did sound like there was, some trades on the horizon or some options there. And then he got the surgery and took the power back. I do wonder, Mike, maybe he doesn't want to get to a team quite yet. Maybe he'd like to just sit back in San Fran and get healthy, and he can throw on the side and do all that and not have the pressure of, the new team going, you ready to go? You ready to go? You ready to go? You ready to play? Is your arm good? Your arm good? So maybe
this is a lost season. This is just a lost season.
It could be. It could be. Or to your point too, I don't think it's like maybe that, and even coupled with maybe the 49ers just hang on for a few more weeks just because of what you said. Maybe they go, let's get to like preseason game number 2 and see if somebody does get hurt or something like that. And then we'll make the decision then. But I could see that being part of the process right now. What I don't see happening is him being on the practice field and taking useful reps on the practice field. And Shanahan was a little wishy-washy with that question. Well, I don't know. We'll see when they get there, which to me was code word for hell no. We're not going to let him on there because I don't want him to go on there and then George Kittle and Deebo Samuel go, man, Jimmy looks good. And the whole team starts to go, damn, he's sharp and he knows everything. And Trey Lance is, 50% completion percentage and misses a few checks. They can't take that risk. They can't. So that's where I don't think there's any way he ends up on the field with real reps.
This is a twist on the Steve McNair conversation that we have from time to time. 2006, the Titans have Vince Young. They want to move on to him. They want to get rid of Steve McNair. He's got a big salary cap number that year. They tried to keep him out of the facility. There was a grievance filed by the union, and the bottom line is you can't keep the guy out. You have to let him come in. You have to let him come work out. You have to let him be part of the team. And that's a pressure point here, too. If Jimmy wants to get on the field and practice. The 49ers, what can they do? They can't keep him off the practice field because they're afraid he's going to play so well that other players might want to keep him. So there's a possibility that they're not going to see eye to eye there either. He may just want to push the issue once he's ready to walk out the door if he feels like he's being squatted on by the 49ers. But these are all things to be determined. But bottom line is, when week 1 rolls around, Garoppolo is not going to be a member of the 49ers. That's the big takeaway. And that's news. That's significant. That is a major concession by the 49ers. They're not going to play this game into the 2022 season with both Lance and Garoppolo on the team.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.